Hi folks, I've had a lot of questions this last month or two about colds and flus, and people are worried about the flu virus and how they can protect themselves. So we've had a lot of conversation with patients about how do I protect myself against the flu, and the conversation always comes up about how do we improve our immune system. So there's a couple big keys you got to remember is people get sick when their immune system is low. So how do we improve our immune system? So there's a couple big keys you want to keep in mind. The first is when you get your spine aligned, you help the nervous system, that's going to help, of course, improve your immune capacity. The second is your diet. You've got to make sure that you're eating well, avoiding sugars, avoiding a lot of simple sugars, white bread, soda, alcohol. Those all suppress your immune system. Now, after a good diet, managing stress, then we look into supplements. There's supplements you can do to protect yourself even further. There's a couple of really great ones that I recommend to almost everybody. The first one is going to be Immune Resolve. Immune Resolve is a super potent product. It's totally safe for children. It's actually what's called silver hydrosol. So silver is a long-term immune supporter, and it's antiviral and antibacterial. So you might remember some saying in the years past is she was born with a silver spoon in her mouth. Well, they found out that silver from the olden days was one of the big ways to protect people from the plague, because the silver, the vases and other things and the water jugs, they would actually impart some silver hydrosol into the water, and it protected people from a lot of diseases. So this is a super safe, easy way to use it. Again, good diet, manage stress, those are two big keys, but we also want silver hydrosol. Now, sinus issues are big time this time of year. We've got allergies, we've got the colds going around. Back to diet, big key, and regular chiropractic care, but the sinuses, to keep it from becoming a sinus infection, we want to keep those ostium, which are the little valves in the sinus passages, open. So I recommend this product to break the mucus down, to keep it thin, so it doesn't end up blocking up and creating a great environment for bacteria to grow. Okay, we want to avoid antibiotics as much as we can, because antibiotics, of course, kill your natural flora and increase the likelihood of repeated infections. So big key. And then everybody who's been around for a while knows that vitamin D3 should always be part of your regular routine, even in the summertime, but especially as we go indoors more often. The vitamin D is found in every cell, tissue, and organ in the body, and if we're deficient, that's one of the quickest, easiest ways to make us prone to catching everything from the flu virus to colds to flus to everything else. Okay? So another one a lot of people are familiar with is echinacea. Echinacea is an herb. It's an immune enhancer. And so what it does is it fires up the immune system to help fight stuff off, because of course that's what's protecting us. I don't recommend echinacea if you're already sick. This works really good when you're starting to feel a little off, like I think I might be coming down with something, but I'm not exactly sure. So I have people load up with the echinacea. Now, after you've got something, echinacea is not the best product for you. So then I recommend what's called candibactin. Candibactin is what's called berberine extract. It's a special rhubarb plant from China, and it's actually been shown to be as potent as an antibiotic for bacteria, and it's also been shown to help with viruses. Okay, so this product, I don't recommend people taking that just to take it. I only recommend this if they're actually sick or they have some chronic GI problems. So the gastrointestinal tract is one of the first parts of our immune system, and that's why diet is so important, because if your GI tract is amok, then you're more prone to catching colds and flus and viruses. So this actually helps kill bacteria and viruses in the GI, and it's also a great product to help people with GI problems. Okay, and then finally, you've probably all heard of quercetin before. Quercetin we use, it's a super antioxidant. It's actually been shown to have anti-cancer effects, but we use this primarily for a natural antihistamine, but I actually have some people who take this regularly just to help reduce cancer risks and to promote general health, kind of like you would if you were taking curcumin or turmeric, which are natural anti-inflammatories, but they're also shown to be immune supportive too. So quercetin is great if you have allergies or any sinusy congestion. I recommend three times a day if you're really plugged up, or a maintenance dose for folks with regular allergies. I'll recommend usually two twice a day. Okay? And then of course, these products, we like them a lot. They're natural, but these are purely for symptoms. I prefer people not have to take these because by the time we're at the Candibactin or the Olbas lozenges, you're already sick. So ideally, you don't ever get sick by being proactive, but if you do, these are a really good, healthy way, reduce throat irritation and pain. It also helps the sinuses. And then the Olbas oil, I actually use this a lot with our acupuncture patients if they're coming in with chronic sinus congestion. So we'll do some special acupuncture points to release the sinus pressure and help them feel better. But I'll also put this oil on those acupuncture points, and I'll show people how to do the same. So the big key with the coming series is the immune system is what protects us and supports us. The number one priority is we want to enhance our immune system. We don't get sick because viruses are around, because viruses and bacteria are always around. We get sick because there's been a breach in our immune system, and that's usually because of diet and lifestyle and other function. Okay? So if you have any other questions, we'll be available. Please write on in. Otherwise, I hope you enjoy this information. If you have any questions at all, just call our office, 440-877-9440, or email me at snbrayer@aol.com. I'd be happy to answer any of your questions. Next week, great topics next week. We're going to talk about acupuncture and anxiety. We're going to be having an upcoming seminar on the 12th of November. It's in the office at 7. We're going to be dealing with how do I address anxiety and how do I do it with acupuncture and how do I manage at home instead of medication and counseling and those other services that people use. Have a great day. I look forward to seeing you next week.